Hi, Steve. How are you today? This is Lil at Timmy. I'm a tennis coach, and we work with tennis directors to reduce their administrative work and increase their revenues. I wanted to send you this quick video to show you how we can speed up the registration and payment process and also reduce a lot of the administrative work that you may currently be experiencing. So I wanted to show you a few tips here that we have done with other academies before and see if any of this can be helpful to you. So whether you are the one doing the admin work yourself or you have somebody helping you, we have a proven process that worked really well. That works really well with many academies like yours, and I will cover that for you here in a minute. So let's start with your registration process. So on your website here, looks great. Inspire Tense Academy, very easy to navigate. You have a big call to action button here for your summer 2024 program. So this is what I'm going to be looking at. And when we work with academies, we really want to answer these main questions: how easy it is for my parents to find and book what I have, my services, without contacting me, right? We want them to find what they want, book and pay, and we just see them pop up on the roster. Then we also want to ask ourselves how easy it is for me as an administrator to set up my programs and classes, collect money, move people around, refunds, credits, and things like that, and uh, that type of admin work. So the easier it is for you to do that, then obviously the less time you spend administratively. So here again, you're doing a really good job. I will go ahead and click on summer 2024 here, and it's taking me to your registration page here, where I see that you have camps for tournament players only. So pretty much all of our other tennis academies have programs for all levels. They have the little red ballers all the way to the tournament players. But it looks like you are very specific, which is good. It just means you have a nice niche there. So I see the different programs that you have. I see the schedule, just is excellent. And I see that I can click here and it takes us to the USTA website. It looks like the Serve Tennis software, which, it's a good one. You definitely being online and allowing for that online registration and payment, you're already ahead of the game. Some people are still using jot forms and PDF forms, so you're already ahead. And I see here that it shows the different weeks. It has some drop-in options with the spaces, which is good. The morning and afternoon camps. So all pretty good stuff here. Seems pretty easy to use. Um, yeah. So the only thing is with Serve Tennis, some of the feedback that I've gotten from some academies that use Serve Tennis before and then moved to Timmy is that some of the backend functionality is a little bit weak, so they don't have a lot of functions for like private lessons, or sometimes it's hard to communicate with clients. I'm not sure if they have made those improvements since then, but that's some of the feedback that I've gotten working with Serve Tennis. So this is a great start already. It looks pretty easy to use from a parent standpoint. I do wonder how it is on the back end. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit how Timmy is a little bit different. We organize things a little bit differently. That makes it even easier for your parents to find what they're looking for. So I'm going to start with one of our bigger clubs here in Southern California. It's the Grip and Rip Junior Tennis. They have quite a bit of staff. And when you come to the site here, you can see the different programs that they offer. So we have the red ball, orange ball, all those different programs. So parents will come over here and they will be able to read the description. And if they see a description that matches what they're looking for, then they can click on book a camp, where they will be able to see all the different options for that camp. Um, so this particular program does not offer drop-ins, so that's why it's not available. But if they did, it will look like, let me see what it will look like. Let me show you what it will look like. it'll be something similar to this, where people will be able to see the fee here. Um, and then they will be able to see also the drop in fee, and each day they can see the spots available here on the calendar. So very similar to what you have, but the display is a little bit easier to navigate, in my opinion. Another thing here also that we have at Timmy is you can do the wait list. So if your camp or your class is full, you can allow people to add themselves to the wait list. They're essentially booking this class, but to the wait list instead of the main roster, so that when you have room available, you'll be able to just easily slide them in and invoice them. um, so you have that, and we also have this feature that I don't think serve tennis has, whereas you can put a fee differential for members versus non-members, because a lot of academies very similar to yours operate out of a private facility, and sometimes the members of that facility will have a discounted price, and the non-members won't. So I see here that you operate at a tennis and fitness center. I don't know if you have a similar type of arrangement, but if you did, with us, you'll be able to set up a fee for your members and a fee for your non-members as well, very easily. In addition to the wait list and all that information. So here you can also click on more info, where you can see all the details of your programs, the description, and just anything you would like your parents to see right away. You can do that right here. You can see that here. And you can also filter for different sessions. Here is a 2024 summer session. So you can filter for that. You can have as many sessions as you want. And you can also see that you have different programs here. So you have your 5 and 6 years old. If that's what you were interested in, you can just click on that and you'll be able to see that as well. As you can see, they're pretty full right now. Another beautiful thing that we have here is right now you don't see how many spots are available because they don't want to show that anymore. But we also have the option to show it. So you can either show it or not. It's up to you. So it gives you flexibility. Some people like to show it to kind of show that, hey, the spots are almost gone. And other people don't like to show it because they don't want to see that there's too many spots available, although you can manage that as well. So that's a few differences between us and Surf Tennis. And obviously, if we get an opportunity to get on the free discovery call, I can get into more details. I can ask you more questions about your experience right now and see if and see how we actually compare. So now let me also show you another thing that we do with our tennis academies is managed administrative services. And we do that using a process called the 3 Ps. Actually, before we jump into the 3 Ps, let me show you a little bit about um, how our backend works. Let me show you that. So this is the backend of Timmy. So when you come over here, you'll be able to see all your classes. You have a dashboard where you can see how many enrolled students you have, how much revenue you have collected so far, how much you have in pending, and any refunds. And then quickly, also, you can see the capacity of your classes, whether you're doing a recurring class where you charge people typically monthly automatically, or if you're doing a season class where you have a different season here, you can see that as well. And when you click on the class name, you'll be able to see your roster and you can see who has paid, who has been invoiced, and things like that. And if you need to record a payment from the back, you can do that as well, whether it's for drop-ins or whether it's for the entire class. You can record that, give them a discount if you wanted to. And it shows you the amount due here, where you can go in and record the payment either as a check, cash, member account, invoice. So you have lots of flexibility when it comes to recording your payments here. And another feature that a lot of our tennis academies really enjoy is our attendance feature, where you can go over here and track attendance for your students. You can select your day, click on present and absent here. Another one is our communication feature. If you ever needed to email or text message the entire class, you can do that as well over here. And if you wanted to communicate with more people, you can simply go to text messages here, where you'll be able to create a new message and select as many different classes as you want and email or text them at the same time. And we also have a private lesson section, as well as reports where you can see how much money you've made and things like that. So again, just kind of going through it pretty quickly because I'm trying to keep this video pretty reasonable. But yeah, our backend offers tons of features, definitely easy to use. I'm not sure how it compares to Surf Tennis, but we've gotten good feedback on how easy it is to navigate our backend. So now let me go ahead and jump into the three P's that I mentioned earlier, which is the framework that we use for our administrative services. For those directors who are so busy teaching and they don't necessarily want to come home and have to answer to all those emails and text messages and phone calls and move my kids from one class to another. Can you refund me? Can you invoice me? So we actually have a team of trained administrative assistants that already understand tennis. They understand the different levels, the different ball colors, that they will be able to jump in and help you and answer those emails for you. And obviously, we'll have to reach out to you for delicate questions where we need your approval. But essentially, 80-90% of the work will be done by somebody else under your supervision to make sure that you spend more time doing what you love, teaching, being with your family, instead of answering all those phone calls and emails and text messages after a really long day of teaching. So let me go a little bit in the details of the program here. So the program, again, we use our framework for people, process, and program, which is our three Ps. Program stands for software. And we also have consulting, where you will be speaking to tennis people like me or Olivia. We've worked with many different tennis academies, so that if you're trying to either launch a new program, change your pricing, um, just any new project you're working on, you'll be able to bounce it off with us, bounce those ideas, and then we can let you know what other people have done successfully or not successfully, and that can really give you an edge to help you become even more successful. So, when it comes to people, again, we have amazing trained virtual executive assistant that can help you with your registrations, payments, mass emails, promotions, and things like that, updating your website, your social media, um, and then again consulting that I mentioned earlier. And we also have a team of marketers and technical people. If you ever have a technical project you would like to work on, we have access to that team. When it comes to process, we use proven procedures to maximize your client success and retention while reducing your administrative work. For instance, for one of our clients, we developed a bring a friend program where when people will register, they can actually tell, they can actually we have an option to ask for additional information, where we ask them, hey, would you like to be grouped with a friend? And then we'll check that the friend that they have requested to be with was actually registered, and if not, we'll send an email. And quite a few times people will be like, oh my goodness, I forgot to register my child, so they really want to be with their friend. Do you still have room? So we have different strategies that we have used with different people that we can implement with you. We have different trackers for either your attendance or for your rostering, that we've used for with other people, other academies, and different templates. So we have a bunch of resources ready to deploy to your program. Now, when it comes to programs, we use different softwares. We use a registration software such as Timmy. You already have Serve Tennis, so if this is what you're happy with, we can definitely just use that. You will just learn how to use that software, which we've done with many with other tennis academies too. But most of our clients use our proprietary software, which is Timmy. We also have another system that we use for marketing and customer service, where we'll be able to take your phone calls and text messages, and you'll have visibility to all of that. So we have a system that we use for that. And we also have another one to help with payroll and coaches. So Yeah, that's a little bit of what we do here. I would love to get on the call to get into even more details here as to how it works. But essentially, we can help you first automate your programs and classes, make sure it's super easy for you to collect your money and super easy for your parents to book and pay. And if you need extra help, we can also do provide that help through our Timmy Executive Assistant program. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. We'll be happy to help. And you can definitely go ahead and book a call. There will be a link below this video here where you can book a free discovery call with us. And I'll be happy to dig into more details and see how we can support